Hello and welcome back. I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. This is day 3 of Good King Rene on Twitch. We are probably going to wrap this campaign up today, at least get the achievement that is the namesake of the campaign. Sprat taking advantage of the start of a new episode, wanting to get his name on stream. Smart. So we're winning this war. I think we're able to piece Trier out already. No. Here we have 59 war score. We need to finish this siege if we want to. Well, actually, it might just be easier to siege. No, Lorraine's tanking most of the siege. I think that we stick with the war for a little bit. So let's just go ahead and unpause. We have everything we need to go get this thing done. I think we have coring range necessary to get there. As soon as we take Diplotech, we get increased colonial range, which allows us to reach these 3 provinces. So we're just waiting for the right opportunity to attack them when it's easiest, you know. We have a tech advantage as soon as we want it. I think we're waiting for the Ottomans to be at war with them already. Because there's no way the Ottomans will take the provinces we want, but they will do most of the work. So we're just kind of in a holding pattern until those things happen. Did you just assume your species? I did. Oh, hey, look, Saint proclaimed. Gain stay up. Cool. That's neat. It's neat. We like free stab. Stab's good. I do not know what causes that event, but I like that event. It's good. All right, so let's group our army up. Starting next month. First episode of the day, so I'm a bit slow on my clicks and stuff. I gotta get back into this a little bit. Saint proclaimed, your father just became the founder of the bloodline. That's like a CK2 thing, right? You know what's sad is that even though bloodlines have been out for a long time, I don't think I've ever actually like gotten involved with bloodlines in Crusader Kings 2. Okay, so Baden is somebody we can separate piece right now. We've already looted the crap out of him. There's very little left. Morocco has declared war upon Tlemcen. Yeah, that makes sense. Tlemcen's pretty weak. We have 8% inflation. How'd that happen? I don't approve. How are we doing on buildings? Got one church that might make sense. Palermo does not have a marketplace yet. I would like to finish these cores. Right now they're just territorial because we are waiting to finish off this idea group. I really want to get this monthly war exhaustion reduction since we're always at war trying to keep France loyal. And I want this advisor cost reduction. So as soon as we full core it, though, we can grant this to the burghers and get a lot more value out of this province. But I think it does make sense to rebuild that marketplace. We know that it's going to be a trade thing, right? Making 6 to 9 ducats a month, roughly. Alright, let's knock Baden out. So we're looking for prestige and money, mostly. Mostly prestige. I just want to get as much prestige as possible so that we have... just having huge amounts of prestige is really good. Morale of armies, that kind of stuff. We'll take 17 prestige from that guy. He's also like a 2-province miner, so, you know, like how much money is he really going to have? That kind of thing. Hope needs some opinion. Let's get that. Check out Consulate of the Sea. It's the Aragon take trade in Mediterranean. Like, chat's already starting to think ahead about, like, what are we going to do next? Like, this campaign's over. We have a personal union over France. We can't just be done. We gotta stick with it, man. We gotta conquer the world in this game and in the next game and in all of the games. Just have to take advantage of it. Okay, we're holding off on tech for what reason? Just because we don't need it and there's no innovativeness to be gained and we're not at the cap. So, might as well wait. Bum, 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 bum. Are we planning on feeding Lorraine? Only if they, I mean, we declared using their claim. We are allied to the Emperor. Typically, if you're allied to the Emperor in the past, they would never demand unlawful territory from you directly. I'm pretty sure they would still demand it of your subjects, and your subjects get the request, not you. So, unless we stay in a state of permanent war, which we're going to, Yeah, actually, we could. We could feed Lorraine. He would not return provinces because he'll always be at war. I think aggressive expansion-wise, we're totally fine. Yeah, we have like none. No one cares about us. So, long story short, we could. It's in a node we don't really care about, although this does possibly feed into Genoa. But Lorraine's a personal union, so we can't even demand his trade power. But giving him more land doesn't benefit us directly right now. I say no. I say we just take prestige and money. I don't think we need to feed him anything. 7 on 1 faith could do it now. What, with this campaign? I don't think Catholic is the best religion to do 1 faith with. I would rather do it with a Muslim religious group. I think that they're much better for it. Because they've got access to the piety slider. It's just a lot of extra missionary strength. Also, I think Orthodox has some really good, strong missionary strength. They have like 3% with the, their mechanic, whatever it's called. Granted, admiralship has expired. Fantastic. That's our cue to make bunches of monies. Grant admiralship again. Demand some monies. Thanks. Let's give some of that money to the clergy, because we like the clergy. They're nice guys. Our new admiral is a 3341. Fancy. Let's get him in charge of the fleet. Fire the old guy. There is still another province over there that we could siege from the Palatinate, but I don't really want to siege that. It's too much work. If he's going to let me stack wipe stuff, I might as well. Look at that, we got 0.2 army tradition. Fancy. Okay, so that's that, that's that. I think we do still need to top off relations with, like, Lorraine. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. The thing about this campaign is that as soon as we do, as soon as we form Jerusalem, we will actually switch tags, and I think our capital moves and a whole bunch of stuff changes. Be kind of messy. Okay, so that's Trier that we can separate peace now. We'll knock him out, same thing. We'll just take some money and stuff. We're actually pretty close to the prestige cap. So between this peace deal and the peace deal with the Palatinate, we'll be at 100, I think. So we'll focus a little bit more on money now. Take 4 reps, 55 ducats, transfer trade, and end a rivalry. And then we'll loot a little bit more. Let's go down to like 80% maintenance. 80, 90, somewhere around there. Ooh, Mamluks just declared an offensive war against Yemen. So they're a bit distracted. That might pull the Ottomans to war with them. They strongly desire the land, and the Mamluks are in an offensive war. It's a good cue for them to go do something. Except that they're kind of distracted by the whole crusade happening with Granada. They won't declare an offensive war while they're the defender in a secondary war. Morton Cell, thank you for your sub. 13 months. Great to have you back. I'm glad to be back. Apologize for being gone. What's the next war that we should declare? Let's see. We have no truce with Alsace. We could attack Burgundy. Brittany still won't defend him. Looks like Lorraine's claim on Alsace, whatever it's called, expired. So we don't have a CB now here. One thing we could also do, we do have claims bordering claims. So this is a situation where, like, just to farm prestige and money and stuff, if I wanted to, I could fabricate a claim chain all the way in on these one province miners like I've done in previous campaigns, just so we have lots of options to attack people. But that's kind of counterproductive for our goal, which is, you know, do other things. I think that we won't. Sus gives monies to Granada. Okay. Alright, Optimism. Monthly war exhaustion minus 0.05. Yearly legitimacy plus 1. 1.5 innovativeness. Sounds glorious. And, I think we're happy. We still have on the correct edict? Yes. Okay. So that optimism is super, super valuable. That's going to allow us to stay at war without having to have this war exhaustion nonstop. Good stuff. Majapahit. 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 Something like that, yeah. Okay, so we freed up force limit by consolidation earlier because we wanted to have room for a big Bertha. We do have the economy now to support cavalry, and our force limit is small enough, and I think that there's a logical argument for about maybe 2. We will not go up to 4, but 1 or 2 cav just to take advantage of our force limit being small while also still being large enough to beat like one province miners makes it logical to go for. Okay, we're about to get sieged and lose our prosperity buildup. I think that we're probably going to want to peace out or just prevent this from happening. So, let's think. Good attack. Tunis. Tunis is on their own. Well, they did burn down our stuff at one point, so... that does seem like a reasonable thing to do to me. Yeah, I think we're going to declare the next war. You bastard. How dare you devastate me with 2 infantry? It's so rude. So we're just going to declare conquest of... probably Annaba. Either Annaba or Tunis. You know, we'll probably take Tunis off his hand. Actually, Annaba can be released as a subject, right? No, it's Kabylia that can be released. We'll declare for Annaba. Easier to siege than this. Yeah. Is there anything we want to do while we're at peace? Maybe upgrade some of our centers of trade? So let's try to do both war. Let's do this. We're going to peace out with Palatinate right now. We want to finish off getting our prestige to cap. So we're going to do war reps, transfer trade, money, and then 1 annulled rival. Should give us enough prestige to hit the cap, and some money. We'll scale back the money so he'll actually agree. We're now temporarily at peace. Let's go ahead and upgrade the center of trade in Montana. And we'll upgrade the center of trade in Palermo. And then we'll declare war on Tunis so that France can't become disloyal, declaring for Annaba. The Pope would join us. Interesting. Might be nice, actually, to have him use his navy. Sure, we'll call him in. Actually, we could have used the game mechanics if you guys wanted to. Does anyone in chat remember how to do the double call to arms exploit? And if you don't remember, would you like to learn? If we wanted to do it, we would need to find another person we want to attack. For example, the Papal State is uninterested in helping us in our crusade, which seems wrong. He's the Pope. He should 100% totally be willing to help us out in a crusade against the Mamluks. I think we should convince him. It'd be really great if we could pull Austria in as well. But the Pope, at the very least, should join us on a crusade. So let's go ahead and do this. We're gonna showcase an exploit that's been in the game, I believe, ever since it came out, and I can't even imagine a way that they can possibly patch it, which is called the double call to arms exploit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna declare war. The requirements for this exploit are that you need to have an ally who would join you in an offensive war. That's all you need. They need to be willing to join an offensive war. Any war. Doesn't matter what war. And you can use them to fight literally anyone, as long as that criteria is met. So we're going to declare war on Tunis. Or Annaba. We are not going to call in the Papal State. Let's get our army home. Got Cripson in charge. Let's have Bogey help out instead. Oh, we captured a ship. Fancy. Got a galley. Gross. Let's, what are we doing with our diplomats? I think we were improving with Lorraine and Bar again, if I remember correctly. Okay. Is there a crusade target already? No, unfortunately, even though I've been investing in trying to become the Curia controller, we have not succeeded. We have a 15% chance of becoming a Curia controller right now. We could invest more and like really push for it. Actually, I'm wrong. There is a crusade target. It's Granada. We're never going to be able to sell that galley, unfortunately. In fact, I'm just going to delete it. Well, no, it could come in handy, actually, against the Mamluks. I think we just go on our crusade right now, guys. I think we attack the Mamluks. With the Pope's help, obviously. Alright, so here's the exploit. It's time. So you have your ally who would join you in a war. You have another war that you want them to help you with, that they are unwilling to help with, which is weird because it's crusade, right? He should be wanting to do it. And the exploit is double call to arms. And it is named as such because of the obvious fact that you're calling him to 2 wars at once. So we have this alert saying you can call your allies to war. The Papal State are willing to join you in your wars. As you probably all remember, if we were to declare another war, like say on the Mamluks, then we would get an alert saying, like if we tried to call him in, it would say, you know, would be called into multiple wars. I don't want to do that. But because of the way that the game works, if we send this call to arms, 1 day from now, he will receive the request, but he's already said yes. You are not able to send a request to people who will not accept. Because you used to be able to abuse that. You could intentionally make your allies dishonor a call so that you got a Casus Belli, broke the alliance, and blah, 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 blah. So they made it so that if they won't accept, you can't send it. Which means if they will accept, they've already said yes. So what you do is you call them to arms, and then on the exact same day that you call them to arms, you also declare another war. And then tomorrow, they receive your call, and they join your offensive war. Because they've already said yes. And they can't say no. So the game doesn't check which war you had declared when you sent the request. It just makes them join any offensive war that you can join. So this is why it's called double call to arms. We're calling them to arms against 2 targets. So let's go ahead and start our crusade. So we're going to call, and notice how he will not join because would be called into multiple wars. That doesn't matter. Because what we're going to do is, as long as, and this is very important, you have to do it in the correct order. You have to send the request, then declare. And it has to be while the game's paused. We're going to declare for, I'd say, Jaffa. Just 1 day passes. What you know? The Pope has joined the crusade! Let's go fight! Silly Pope, man, not being willing to go on a crusade. That's just dumb. Alright. So that, I think, is a good spot to take a short break if you're watching this on YouTube. Otherwise, stick around on Twitch. We'll be back in a second. Not even a second, just instantaneously. And we're going to go after these provinces and go do stuff and things. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.